Hi, my name's Simon Eastwood. I'm married to Joanne, I have 2 children, Isaac and Theo, and I'm the manager of the Jonas Centre in Wensleydale. Well, back in 1977 I went on a Pathfinder camp, and the first year I was not interested in hearing the stories of the gospel at all. But in 1978 I realised there was something more to this Jesus, and I came to faith at a Pathfinder camp in Climping in Sussex. In 1978, and that's how my faith started. Every evening we had a meeting, there were talks, and it made us think about why we were here, what the Bible said, who Jesus was, and we were asked to make a decision as to whether or not we felt Jesus was someone we wanted to follow. And I made that decision and have followed Jesus ever since. Being a Christian is never easy. When you sign up to be a Christian, or when you say you'll become a Christian, you make that step of faith knowing that there'll be difficulties. I've suffered bereavement, I've lost a child, I've lost my mother recently. Just because you're a Christian doesn't mean your life will be any easier. To be fair, it can mean it's even harder. I think the fact that I know I can lean on Jesus, I can pray, and I know that God is by my side effectively as a friend, just as you have a friend to talk to at any time you need one. I know that Jesus is there to lean on in those difficult and dark times. Well, the man who led that Pathfinder camp in 1978, he set up the Jonas Centre in 1996, and it was set up for churches and schools and individuals to really get away from stressful situations. And obviously here in the Yorkshire Dales it's very peaceful, very relaxing, and we have about 3,500 people a year come and stay at the centre. I came to take over running the centre in 2002 when my predecessor George retired. And it was ironic that 30 years on from becoming a Christian, I've ended up working with the man who was instrumental in running that camp and leading me to faith. We basically say in our mission statement that we're a Christian holiday and conference centre designed to provide accommodation and resources for those wanting to get away from the strains and stresses of everyday life. That can be individuals, that can be special needs groups. We do a lot of work with hospices, with social services, with mental health charities, people who wouldn't really have an opportunity to get away, and we heavily subsidise those holidays so that people can have an affordable holiday in a beautiful part of the world. You see the difference on their faces, you see the stress, you read about their situations before they arrive so we can be sensitive to any needs they have. But you see the stress drain away from their faces, and by the time they leave, you can see that we've given them a little bit of relaxation away from some quite nasty situations that admittedly they have to go back to, but they've gone away with a peaceful memory of coming here, and I think they sense God's peace while they're here. We're used by many churches to bring children away, really for fun and for fellowship. And a lot of the children that come from inner cities, from Leeds, from Hull, Bradford, they get a taste of the countryside, which some of them have never ever seen before. In my life, friends come and go. Jesus never comes and goes. Once you invite Jesus into your life, he is there. And over the years, we've had our difficult times as a family, as a couple, and as an individual. And I know that Jesus is there whenever I need him. And I would encourage people who are still searching for that missing thing in their life, whatever it is they need, Jesus can provide for that. I mean, 30 years of being a Christian, I would say there's been more ups and downs, and I think at the end of the day, being a Christian doesn't mean it has to be boring. Christianity is fun, and I think people see that in my character, my sense of humour, and hopefully that shows people that Jesus had a sense of humour too.